Oh my goodness, this was it. The day. My human, the can opener, grabbed the magical jangly keys, the ones that unlock the great metal beast. My tail spun like a helicopter. I couldn't help it. I did my happy dance hop, spin, pant. The can opener laughed. You ready to go, Max? Was I ready? I've been ready since yesterday. I barked my most enthusiastic yes and zoomed to the door, paws skidding. She opened the door. Fresh air, so many smells, neighbor's cat, Mrs. Henderson's bacon. No time to investigate. The great metal beast was waiting. I leaped into the back seat like an Olympic jumper. Perfect 10. I stuck my head between the seats, gave the can opener a big, slobbery kiss. And we were off. Wind in my fur, ears flapping, tongue out. This is the life. Every dog's dream. The world was a blur of trees, houses, and less fortunate dogs on leashes. I felt sorry for them, but not too sorry. I was on an adventure. I was a majestic wolf roaming the great plains of suburbia. Nothing could ruin this perfect day. Absolutely nothing. Or so I thought. This is what they call foreshadowing, I think. Cue dramatic music. There I was, living my best life, head out the window, catching all the good smells. I tried to guess where we were going. My bet? The big park with the best sticks. I pictured Fetch, maybe seeing Lucy the golden retriever. But then, a left turn. Suspicious. The park is always a right turn. My internal GPS was screaming. This wasn't on my map. I gave the can opener a look. Excuse me? Wrong way. She just smiled and kept driving. Maybe it's a new park, I thought. A secret, magical park with a bacon fountain. I'm an optimist. It's one of my best qualities. But the route got less scenic. More buildings, fewer trees, no happy dogs, no fields, just boring grown-up places. My GPS was in full panic mode. Recalculating! My tail slowed to a questioning wag. The mystery deepened. I started to think I wasn't going to like the answer. This car ride was starting to feel less like an adventure and more like a trap. My happy pants turned into slightly concerned pants. Where were we going? I had a bad feeling, and I was right. The car slowed. My ears perked. My nose went into overdrive. Sniff, sniff, wait, I know that smell. Not a good clean. A sharp chemical clean. Fear. Floor polish. Sad dog. My tail tucked. We pulled into a parking lot. I saw other cars. No happy dogs. Just cats and carriers. Little dogs being carried. Big dogs trying to escape. All with the same look, dread. I looked at the building. Low brick with a sign. Happy cat, happy dog. Lies. No one here was happy. The dog on the sign was a paid actor. I pressed my nose to the window, fogging it up with worried breaths. This couldn't be happening. Not today. The can opener turned off the engine. Silence. She turned to me, trying to reassure me. It's okay, Max. Just a checkup. A checkup? That's what they all say. It's never just a checkup, it's betrayal. The left turn, the weird smell, the sad dogs. It all made sense. I was at the vet. The worst place imaginable. My perfect day was officially ruined. I wanted to disappear. But there was no escape. The mission, survive. I braced myself. This was going to be rough. I gave the can opener my best "how could you" look. She just patted my head. I was doomed. The adventure had turned into a nightmare, and it was just beginning. The car door opened. Time to become a statue. I planted my paws. I will not move. I am one with the car. The can opener tugged my collar. Come on, buddy. Buddy? Not today. I whined, pulled out the puppy dog eyes, the sad ears, the full drama. How could she do this? I protected her from the mailman. She coaxed me out. My paws hit the pavement. I tried to get back in. There's been a mistake, my eyes pleaded. She clipped on the leash of shame. Every step toward the door was a struggle. I tried to pancake myself on the ground. She's stronger than she looks. She guided me to the entrance. The door slid open with a sinister swoosh. I crossed the threshold. Behind enemy lines. The mission survival. I scanned for escape routes. None. The smell of fear hit me. I was in the belly of the beast. I steeled myself for what was next. I was not ready. But there was no turning back. I took a deep breath. Here we go. Wish me luck. The smell hit me like a wall. Anxiety, fear, 100 nervous animals. The floor was slippery, a trap. My human sat. I tried to hide under the chair. Not effective. I looked like a failed magic trick. Whimpers, panting, jingling tags, a symphony of stress. Fluffy? The desk lady called. A giant Great Dane stood up. Lies everywhere. I peeked out. Posters of smiling animals, propaganda, fleas, toothbrushing, horrors disguised as cheer. A bowl of treats on the counter. Don't fall for it, I warned myself. Probably made of vegetables. A nice lady came out, smiling too much. Max? My human stood. I became a statue. If I can't see her, she can't see me. The nice lady knelt down. She smelled like hand sanitizer and betrayal. Hi, Max. Ready to see the doctor? No, I am not ready. Take Fluffy again. He looked tough. I tried to melt into the floor. My heart pounded. The door to the back opened. I was next. I looked at my human, pleading. She just smiled. I was doomed. The waiting was the worst part. I wanted to run, but I couldn't move. The real ordeal was about to begin. They got me into the little room, white, shiny, sterile, the heart of the operation. In the middle, the cold table of truth, big, metal, cold, where dignity goes to die. My human lifted me up. I am not a small dog. My paws touched the surface. So cold. I stood frozen. Deer in headlights. The table was slippery. Another trap. I looked at my human. Why have you forsaken me? The nice lady talked to my human. Big words, vaccinations, preventative, temperature. None sounded good. She put a cold thing in my ear. Suspicious. Everything here was cold. The doctor came in. Kind face, not fooled. The final boss. Hello, Max. You're a handsome boy. Flattery won't work, sir. He gently felt my legs and tummy. I stood perfectly still. Maybe if I'm a very, very good boy, this will end quickly. I hoped for mercy. My heart raced. I braced for the worst. The exam was almost over, or so I thought. The doctor talked to my human. I tried to listen, but I was standing on a giant ice cube. He said I was healthy, good weight, good teeth. See? I'm fine. Let's go. Maybe we were done. Maybe the betrayal was over. But then, the nice lady returned, holding it. The instrument of doom. The tiny, shiny needle. My hope vanished. My body tensed. I looked at my human. You're letting this happen? She pet my head. It's okay, you're brave. I am not brave. I squeezed my eyes shut. Thought of my happy place, the park, the perfect stick, Lucy. My human held me, petting, distracting. The nice lady attacked, a tiny pinch on my back. So fast. And then, it was over. That was it? I opened my eyes. The nice lady capped the needle. The doctor smiled. My human hugged me. I was confused. I'd built this up to be a giant, scary battle. But it was just a tiny pinch. I felt a little silly. I'd put on a whole Broadway show of fear, and it was over in a second. I was still alive, still handsome, still a very good boy. Relief washed over me. Maybe it wasn't so bad. I looked at my human, grateful. The worst was over. I survived. I was a hero. And I was ready to go home. Or so I hoped. The doctor said the magic words, "He's all set for another year." My tail twitched. Was it true? Could we leave? My human helped me off the cold table of truth. Solid ground. I was free. I walked out, head high. A survivor. A warrior. I looked at the other dogs. Be strong, friends. You will survive. I was a veteran now. But then, something amazing. My human stopped at the front desk. The lady reached into the jar. The one I thought was a trap. She pulled out a biscuit. Not just any biscuit, a big peanut butter one. She held it out. My human nodded. It was real. This was a reward for bravery. I took it gently. Glorious. Crunchy, peanut buttery, wonderful. All the fear melted away with every chew. This place wasn't just a house of horrors. It had a snack bar at the end. A total plot twist. I finished my biscuit, looked for another. No luck. But a free biscuit makes everything better. It's a scientific fact. I was ready to go home. The adventure was over. I survived the vet. And I got a biscuit. We walked out into the sunshine. I felt different. The air smelled sweet again. The world was full of possibilities. The betrayal still stung, but the peanut butter biscuit helped. I hopped into the great metal beast, tail wagging for real this time. On the ride home, I thought about it all. Was it my favorite thing? No. But was it the worst? Maybe not. The people were nice, even if they carried sharp things. They called me handsome, gave me a biscuit. When we got home, my human gave me extra cuddles and my favorite squeaky toy. It was a day of apologies and rewards. I kind of liked it. Maybe this is the secret: endure a few minutes of weirdness, get treated like a king. The vet. A place of fear, but also praise and peanut butter biscuits. Will I be excited to go back? Let's not get crazy. But will I throw such a dramatic fit? Maybe just a little. I have a reputation to uphold. But deep down, I know, at the end of the scary adventure, there's a really, really good snack waiting for me.